Hi guys! I am off sick again from work today. I wasn't feeling too super this morning, so I took another day off because I felt like crap. And I kind of still do, even though I'm a little better. Hopefully I'll be much better for tomorrow to go back to work. So that means I can finish more books today. This is so many book I finished. And Jake is very excited about it because it's Star Wars related. He's saying yes. He likes sitting on my shoulder sometimes. All right. I don't know what else I was going to say. So this is Star Wars, The Clone Wars, Stories of Light and Dark by various authors. Okay. He fell. It's okay. I got you, Jake. So I'm giving this 4 stars. There we go. For some reason, we got it as a children's book. And I get it. I would say more teen and adult than children. But that's me. I'm just saying. Just me. Okay. If you don't know how it works when I do short story books, I like to talk about each story and get a little brief description. And of course, if I liked or if I didn't. I must say I liked all the stories in this book, which is very rare because if I read a short story book, there's usually 1 or 2 I don't like, but I loved all the stories in this book. And if you haven't watched The Clone Wars, it's okay. I watched all the episodes, and it was very, very interesting to learn things. Very interesting. So, jumping right into it, and I'm not going to give any spoilers, I promise. I do have a Word document up, so I'm going to pull up. So if I'm not looking at the camera, that is why. Okay. All right. So, the first one's called Sharing the Same Face by Jason Fry. This is a Yoda story. So, I've actually seen this episode where Yoda goes to talk to somebody about doing merging things, and he takes some clones with him, and he fights Ventress. And if you don't know who Ventress is, she's Dooku's Padawan. So I liked it, even though I saw the episode. The story was a little more extended, and it's based on Yoda's perspective, so it gives an interesting thought about what he thought about the clones he was working with, because at that time, the Stormtrooper clones worked with the Republic. Second story, Dooku Captures by Lou Anders. Again, I've seen this episode. This is probably only the 2 that I've seen out of all the stories, because I didn't get to see the whole Clone Wars series yet. So if you don't know, this is about Dooku being captured and working with Obi-Wan and Anakin to escape. Like, I knew what was going to happen, but I liked it because it was based on Dooku's perspective instead of Obi-Wan's or Anakin's. So I enjoyed it. Hostage Crisis by Preeti Chhibber. I hope I said that right. This is about Anakin and Padme, where Padme gets taken hostage by Bane, and we learn more about Bane in another story, but he's a bad guy. And I said it was an interesting story about how they're about their hidden marriage and what Anakin does to rescue Padme. Okay. Pursuit of Peace by Anne Orzu. Yeah. It was an excellent story about Padme trying to get peace with the war between the Republic and the Separatists. And it was kind of sad. I'm not saying why, but it was kind of sad. Again, not sure why this was listed as a children's book. Kind of violent in some of these stories. That's all I have to say. All right. The Shadow of Umbara by Yoon Ha Lee. It was a great perspective from the captain of the clones and how you think someone that is good can wind up being very bad. And I'm not saying the captain of the clone was just somebody he knew. Rick. I think it was Captain... No, Rex. Rex was his name. Captain Rex. Bane's Story by Tom Engelberger, who I love. Tom Engelberger. And this is the story about Bane I was talking about. Where his attempt to kidnap the Chancellor Palpatine, and there's a lot of twists in that, so I like that. The Lost Night Sister by Zoraida Cordova. This is a story about Ventress. So if you don't know about Ventress, this is her story. I learned a lot about her backstory, which was awesome. And of course, yeah. So I'm saying. Dark Vengeance by Rebecca Roanhorse. This was a great story about Darth Maul. Love Darth Maul. And his brother, and fighting and capturing Obi-Wan. So we find out what happened to Maul after his first fight with Obi-Wan, you know. And I liked it because, again, it gives a backstory of what Maul and his brother, because I never knew he had a brother until now. So interesting stuff to learn. Almost a Jedi by Sarah Beth Durst. So cute. This was such a cute story. So it was not about Ahsoka, even though Ahsoka was in it, Ahsoka Tano. But it was told a story about one of the young Padawans that rescued her from pirates. And then they all helped the pirates fight against General Grievous. Loved it. Great story. Kenobi's Shadow by Greg Van Eekhout. And of course, I just read these two today, so I already know. This was a very sad story. I did not cry, but it was sad. This was almost another take on Maul, Darth Maul, and Kenobi fighting, except it was Kenobi's point of view. And I'm not going to say what was sad, but definitely sad. Bug. And the last story is Bug by E. N. Convery. Now, I don't know anything about the witches, the Night Sisters, but I'm learning, and I'm sure once I watch Clone Wars, I'll put a face to this witch or Bug. But it was a really good story about this little girl whose parents nicknamed her Bug, and I can't imagine what she looks like. But one of the witches escaped from Dathomir, and Dathomir? I'm probably saying it wrong. Dathomir. And tells the girl her story of how she created her own daughter and escaped from Dathomir. That's all I'm going to say. So all in all, great stories. Ones I already knew about, and I learned a lot about the Star Wars universe. So I'm excited about that. And of course, there are a couple of names mentioned in one of the stories about Bo-Katan and the Mandalorian. So Jake was excited when I read him that. Well, when I read it, yeah. And he used the Force to read my mind. I didn't really read that loud. All right, that's it for me now. I'm not sure if I'll be on later, if I'm going to finish another book. I'm hoping to finish another book today, but if not, maybe tomorrow. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Or that's it for me now. Until later, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Happy reading. Bye. I gotta see what he wanted.